Hello? Hello. Hi. Oh, good. See, I'm very nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. This is very weird. We're in my room now. This is my room. You can see my nerdy art shit everywhere. I've even got some Star Trek stuff up here. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hi. Welcome to the Storytime live stream, in which I, Sequoia Simone, read you a story written by one of our fabulous listeners. Thank you. I also love my nerdy art a lot. It's been sitting, those three, they've been sitting under my bed for a long time, and then I finally framed them and got them up on my walls like a month ago or something to that effect. So, welcome to my room. I've got a TV. Got some, I don't know if you can tell, that's some Game of Thrones, cute little Game of Thrones art. It's Ramsay Bolton being licked by some dogs. It's funny. Oh, I like this over in the chat. Somebody started their day by listening to the Vila's Nest again for the 5th time, which I can get behind that. That is one of my favorite episodes. It's certainly, as our 2nd episode, I do hope it went up from there in some type of way, but that story is precious and golden and wonderful. So I love it so much. I do recommend re-listening to the Vila's Nest, especially if it's been a while. Thank you for liking all my nerdy stuff. There's a lot of it. You see Drake, look, Draco's up here. Oh geez, right there. Look at him. He's our mascot. That's our mascot, Draco. I have Harry over here. Ooh, no. Harry. And some Spectre Specs. Yeah, that one's good too. Precious is a standby, honestly. It's a good old standby. I'm going to give people another minute to show up, sort of scan the social media, make sure nobody's having a hard time getting here. If you're watching this later, the whole chat is still happening. It's still you can still see the chat. So everybody say hello. I do like this. Hi from Poland. Wonderful. Where are you from? Tell us where you're from. Tell us how you're doing today. It's a crazy time. Make sure everybody's okay. Check in with you, and then we'll read a story. Say hello. The Twitter people have this under control. Ooh, okay, yeah. Yes, they are IKEA bookshelves. Hamburg, excellent. The Netherlands, Latvia, Germany, Spain, Estonia, Israel, Italy, Utah. Oh, that's my great grandchild. Belgium. Oh, wow. You guys are from all over. This is awesome. Denmark. Hi, Tatiana. Ohio. Yeah, there's like way less US people here, but it is the middle of the day for us and not like the evening times. So people might still be working or something to that effect. Oh, hello, Marie. Thank you. Thank you for that. I'm glad we're your favorite. California, Canada, Finland. Nice. Nice. Yeah, we're also going to do the next couple. We'll like alternate. Some of them will be in the evening for us, which will be better for some United States people. Some will be in the afternoon for us, which is better for Europe. We're trying to make sure that everybody gets a chance to come hang out. Frozen 2 is better than Frozen 1. Why would you make me say that again on another live stream? It's a knee-jerk reflex. I can't stop. When people say Frozen, I just have to say it. It comes out of my mouth involuntarily. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy that you're here. It's a good turnout. Okay. Just making sure that everybody has the links they need to get here. Check Instagram real quick. Okay. Yeah, there are so many people from Israel here. We have a good listenership in Israel and in Germany and in lots of other places. Hello from Maryland. Hello, Maryland. Yeah. My mom's calling me. Oops. Yeah, I know some states here and some countries you're in may be on total lockdown, which means that you need some fun, entertaining thing to do, like come chat with some other nerds while I read some fan fiction. I'm really excited. Reading a fan fiction today by one of our wonderful listeners who sent us a lot of submissions, which was really awesome. And for everybody here, if you have something you want to send us, or if you're quarantine bored and you just like want to write something specifically for this setting or for Yes Glitter to then also submit to this setting, we're looking for stuff that's under 3,000 words. I'm looking for stuff that's like a little more upbeat or wholesome or whatever. And yeah, so send us in stuff if you want to. I did hang up on my mom. It's fine. I'll call her back. All right, excellent. Well, we're at 12:07, so I think that it's as good a time as any to start. I'm going to be reading this story. I just want to reiterate, oh, Jiminy Criminy. I just want to reiterate that this is written by one of our wonderful listeners who sent it in. So, and is probably more than likely in the chat. This is going to be happening, I hope, kind of like every other day. So, make sure no flames. This is a no flame zone. This is just, community and, connection and something to do when you're bored in quarantine. So I'm going to read the story, No Flames. This was written by one of our lovely listeners, whose pen name is Viola Moon, and it is called Secret Monthly Slide Rides. She is here. Hello. You were really excited to see what I chose, and I chose Secret Monthly Slide Rides for this particular kickoff of the Storytime live streams. Okay. I'm just going to read this story out. No commentary, not like a regular episode. This is just a story time. So here we go. Feel free to keep chatting over here in the chat, and I'm going to read a story to you. Here we go. Getting off my phone. Sirius did not need to love another human being ever again. He looked into the bright green eyes in front of him, and he knew this was it for him. The one person he was meant to care for, to love. Sirius, give my son back, Lily called out from the hospital bed. Sirius looked from the little bundle in his arms, the spinning image of his father, except for the eyes. Lily looked tired but happy as she accepted her son back. James looked profoundly at his new son and then over at his best friend. Sirius, will you be Harry's godfather? He couldn't think of anyone better for this honor. Sirius felt a surge of delight at these words and clapped James on the shoulder. I would be honored, he beamed, reaching over to caress the infant's cheek. He hadn't thought that he could feel this way about another human being, and even if Harry wasn't his own son, he was so happy to finally meet him and to get to be a part of his young life. I hope you realize that godfather means I'm your Go-to babysitter? Sirius said with a grin. He saw that Lily had made a face that looked somewhere between skepticism and dread, as if she was wondering whether it was safe to leave her precious baby with a grown man who liked to transform into a dog and chase his own tail. James did not seem to notice this, however, and clapped Sirius on the shoulder. I could think of no one better, he said, grinning. Don't you think, Lily? Lily seemed to give James a look, which Sirius interpreted as, we'll talk about this later when Sirius isn't present. It happened a lot. James picked up on this signal and nodded. It will be a little while before we go out without him, but sure, we can cross that bridge when we get to it. Lily still didn't seem too convinced, but Sirius put it down to the pregnancy hormones. He would be the best godfather/babysitter they had ever seen. A passage of time. Nearly 3 months went by before Sirius got the opportunity to look after Harry. Lily allowed him, of course, to come and play with Harry while she was present, but at this time she had reluctantly allowed James to take her out for the night. A well-deserved break, he called it. Sirius had insisted that he would be fine. James had taught him how to change a nappy, when to feed him, and how to hold him, how to throw Harry up in the air when Lily wasn't looking. The boy did love to fly, a born Quidditch player, they reckoned. Sirius shooed them out of the door, holding baby Harry around his middle, using the spare hand to make him wave bye-bye to his mom and dad. We'll be fine. Go have some fun for a change, he assured Lily. I have his bottle ready, and it will be a little playtime and then bed. So easy even a monkey could do it, he grinned. Sirius, Lily growled, but was stopped by James, laying a hand on her arm and pulling her away. Sirius heard a, they'll be okay, and saw James wave to Sirius before they apparated away. Sirius looked at Harry, who looked up at him, wide, curious eyes. You're silly mummy, Harry, he said, tickling the infant and making him giggle. We are going to have some fun. He carried Harry inside and closed the door. He had big plans. He had been preparing since the kid was born. Sirius placed Harry in his magical bouncing chair while he prepared for the ride of Harry's life. With a flick of his wand, he created a small foam slide with a slight incline. It started from the seat of the sofa and down to the floor. It wasn't much, but for a 3-month-old infant, it was sure to be a thrill. He had created a small foam cushion at the bottom, just in case. Ready, Harry? He asked, and received a babble in reply, which he took as a yes. He pulled Harry out of the chair and placed him at the top of the slide. He couldn't just sit about unlaid, but Sirius led him in a place to be on the safe side. Harry looked at him and then the slide, curiously, as if to ask what was going on. This, Harry, is a slide, and it's a lot of fun, Sirius smiled at him. Let's go. He pushed the boy gently down the slide and smiled to himself as Harry squealed with delight. Waving his pudgy little arms and legs, he held him carefully, supporting his neck to make sure he didn't hurt himself. See? Sirius lifted Harry up in the air, relishing the boy's squeals after he had landed safely on the cushion. I knew you would like it. You are a little daredevil, Harry Potter. He blew a raspberry on Harry's tummy, eliciting another giggle fit from the 3-month-old. Again? He asked as Harry bounced happily in Sirius's arms, which he took for a yes. They played on the slide for a good half an hour, which was impressive considering Harry's age. He fed Harry from his bottle, changed his nappy, and then told Harry a bedtime story. The time they had created a water slide down the stairs at Hogwarts, and Professor Dumbledore had been the first to try it out. Lily seemed speechless when they got home. The house was still standing, her son was still breathing, and unharmed, and Sirius was reading in the rocking chair in Harry's nursery. He had cleaned up the slide, leaving no evidence of its existence. It was a secret for the two of them alone, Godfather and Godson. Each time Sirius watched Harry, which happened about once a month, Sirius devised a more complicated slide. The boy loved it, and as he was growing and able to do more and more, Sirius added more to the slide, researching charms and enchantments to make the ultimate thrill ride for an infant. A magically enhanced slide which protected the child as they slid down, so they didn't fall off it or hit the ground too hard. His parents were none the wiser, and soon even Lily was asking Sirius to babysit without a second thought. Sirius found this hilarious, as if Lily knew what he was doing, he was sure that he would never be invited to babysit again. James, on the other hand, would think it was genius. When Harry was 6 months old and could sit and crawl, he made the slide into a 2-tiered slide with a small platform in the middle, where he slid along before dripping down again. At 8 months, he made a slide that wound around the lounge. It dipped, then rose again, before landing in a pit of soft pillows. It was this slide that Sirius chose to modify from then on, adding a little water feature, and then removing it again when Harry disagreed about getting wet, and adding animal noises as he slid past. Each month, the slide got more and more elaborate. He wanted it to be perfect in time for Harry's first birthday, where he would reveal it to the family, feigning ignorance that it was the first time he had made such a thing. Harry was the perfect guinea pig, and he was becoming more and more of a daredevil. As soon as he learned to crawl, he was out of the pit and at the top of the slide again, not even waiting for Sirius to help him. He had created a monster. The day of Harry's birthday party was a hot July day, and Sirius was nervous. He had brought Harry a miniature broom, which floated only a meter off the floor. He just knew that Harry would love it, but he was even more confident that Harry would love the slide more. Sirius strolled into the kitchen and gave Lily a hug. "Where's the birthday boy?" he asked with a grin. "I have one present here and a surprise, which I will need to commandeer your lounge for later." Lily looked at him with apprehension. "He's out in the garden," she answered, not sure how to ask him about the surprise. Sirius placed the present on the pile with the other gifts before heading outside to collect his godson, giving Lily no opportunity to question him about his plan. "Happy birthday, Harry!" he cheered, pulling Harry out of the little playpen they had constructed for the little toddler. Harry squealed and babbled away to him. He was so close to speaking that Lily and James had decided to call each other Mama and Dada in hope that he had copied them. "I have a surprise for you, Harry. Shall we go inside and have some fun?" he asked. James looked over at him curiously. Probably wondering what his best friend was up to. He and Remus followed Sirius inside and pulled Lily with them on the way. Now, not waiting for the adults to catch up, he placed Harry on the floor and smiled at him. Let's show them what we do for fun, right, Harry? What do we do? He asked. A little voice spoke. Side! Sirius stopped what he was doing for a moment. He cringed, and then grinned. Lily was going to kill him. What did you say, Harry? Lily asked as she entered the lounge. Side! Harry said, pointing a little finger at the object Sirius was creating with his wand. Side! Harry seemed beside himself with excitement, and he couldn't stay still. The slide was finally complete, and the other adults were shocked into silence. Sirius grinned and picked Harry up. That's right, Harry, a slide. Let's show Mummy and Daddy how fun it is. Sirius placed Harry at the top of the slide and then activated the charms so Harry could slide down without falling. The new improved slide included a loop-de-loop and a small gap which he flew across without issue. Sirius, James, and Remus laughed at the boys' squeals of delight, but Lily looked perturbed. My son's first word is slide, she asked, hands on hips. What exactly have you been doing with my son while you were looking after him? Sirius gave Lily a charming smile. I was just encouraging Harry in future Quidditch pursuits. He loves it, and it is perfectly safe, he said, placing a hand on her arm. Lily looked from Sirius to her son and saw how happy he was. It may be a bit wild, but Harry apparently was born to be a speed demon, just like his father. The end. Yay! Story time! Thank you so much for sending that in, Amanda. I love that story so much. What a great little look into Sirius's relationship with Harry as his godfather and as James's best friend. It was really, really a cute story, and I loved it a lot, and I hope that everybody else loved it too. Oh, good. The chat is good. I suppose that's it for today. These are going to range from about 20 to 30 minutes long, these little live streams, just to check in on everybody, make sure you're all doing okay, making sure that everybody's staying home and quarantining as they should be, and also that you guys are feeling okay about that and having a little bit of community interaction over here. So if you do have anything that you want to send us as a potential story time, go ahead and send that to our email, fanaticalfics@gmail.com, and we will add that to our list. And then the next one, I'm hoping for Thursday at about 7 p.m. MDT, so that's our time, 7 p.m. our time. And it will either be me or Kim, or maybe it'll be Colin. Who knows? But someone will be reading something to you soon, and we really hope that you enjoyed our little story time and that you'll come to the next one and keep sharing fan fiction with each other. And we will see you on Twitter or on Facebook or wherever. Email us. Say hello. We'd like to say hello back. Bye.